Hello, 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 everybody. Wonderful to see you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As per usual, I gotta check YouTube because the chat didn't link up yet. Nissan, Canny, Ghost Reaper, Pola, Midnight, Titan, Metal Chick, Postman, Radio, Frostwolf. What's going on, everybody? Over there, welcome in. On Twitch, Nightmare Expresso, Nicholas Draconis, Demarsh, Grim, Redacted, Midnight over there as well. Galen, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub, my guy. Very kind of you to support for as long as you have over here. Thank you very much. How we doing, people? Carol, hello to you. How are you? Gage, Hurricane, Next Gen. What's up, y'all? Psychro said, I see a lot of players say print your filaments best formed on challenging mode in Countdown. I only seem to get 20 or so at the selected target loot. Is that right? 20 filaments? You should be getting more than that because each deconstruct of a mod gives you, I forget, is it 6 or something? So if you're targeting mods, you should be getting more than that. Especially now with this event, you should be able to get a lot more. I'm trying to think of why you would be getting less. I don't know. ATM, yes. Right now, exotic components are doubled for the next week. We just put out a video this morning covering some of the best ways to go about that in this new season, thanks to the Dark Zone changes. But yes, wherever you play for the next week. Just watch your video. Great as always. Blazin', thank you. Espresso, as far as I've seen, that is a visual bug because prototype cores are not included in the expertise system. So I saw someone say that prototype cores, escalation tokens, and then what was the last one? Oh, sample canisters are all visually saying you get double, but then if you look in the bottom corner, it's not actually double. So, try not to get too tripped up by that. Chilled much, thank you very much for the prime. Sith coming in with the resub as well, said 5 and counting, let's go. Thank you, my friend. Kicking off a frickin' hype train right at the start of the video. Of the stream. Thank you all very, very much. I was saying 20 or so mod components. Mod components? I'm not going to lie to you, Psychro. I don't even know if I recall what those are. These right here? Mod components? You might have to break it down for me. I don't know if I even recall what mod components might be. Livid, what's up? Wonderful to see you. J-Rod, hello. Can't wait to get home from work and grind those exotic components. You got a full week, so don't rush too hard. But indeed, it should be a good time. We'll get into a good amount of those today. Oh, I see what you're saying, Psychro. You're just talking about, you're saying the number of mods that you're getting to drop within one countdown run. Is 20 a proper amount? I don't know. Yeah, ish. I think 20. I mean, on challenging. I feel like just in general, when I target something, I can usually get like 30 plus in some cases. But if you have it set as your target loot, that's all you have to do. There's nothing else you can really do to increase that. Just be sure that you're collecting all the hunter drops. Those are one of the best ways to get target loot within Countdown. So yeah, sorry for the confusion. I was just having a brain lapse, as I like to say. Escalation, completion, exotic components also doubled? Yes, Dice, they should be. Did you see the new outfit? Helios said it looked like the masked assassin from the first Hellboy movie. I got the backpack from it because I kind of liked how it looked. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Not quite my speed overall. ATX Mike, thank you very much for the Prime resub. And Lojuk, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Getting us to Hype Train level 1. Diamond as well over on YouTube with the 10 months of classified status. Thank you so much for supporting for as long as you have, Diamond. Very, very kind of you. No problem, Psychro. I would say also if you're feeling like Countdown's not doing it for you, Retaliation is also a pretty good substitute. You should get a comparable amount of drops here. So if you want to try Retaliation out, targeting those two, see if you potentially get more, you could absolutely go for that. Number 1 finisher, what's up? 20 minute tier 10 escalation clears equals 120 field recon data, 60 calibration, 48 exotic components. Yeah, if you're also going for or if you want to also go for those optimization materials, then escalation could definitely be the way to go, given that you get all 3 at the end of one run. Absolutely. Demons, I've been pretty good. I don't know what I have right now, if it's just really bad allergies or like I don't feel like I'm coming down with something, but my voice and my throat are being temperamental. So I'm thinking it's just allergies. Other than that, I'm wonderful. How are you? What's on the agenda for today? We're going to do a lot of DZ farming for exotic components. We'll see if we can finish up our sample canister grind, because we're moving towards the last bit there. I want to get the scout done quick. We're also almost at season pass rank 100. We can check out the Caduceus skin. We got a number of things that we'll probably check off today. Thanks, Livid. Thoughts and prayers. Hopefully it stays intact. Speaking of which, I'm going to take an early water break. Yeah, I feel you, Metal. They're not too fun. Especially when your voice has to go on the internet fairly frequently. I end up feeling a little self-conscious about it, but what can I do? Bostock said bourbon. Good lord. Bourbon as my drink of choice on a stream would be a choice for sure. Demons, thank you so much for the raid. Man, I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good stream. Matt Kane coming in with 100 bits for hydration. Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well today. And then 1K VS subbing with Prime. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Escalation is the best for resources. Specifically, if you want to get a trifecta of exotic components, shade calibration, and field recon data, it would be a really good one. Assuming you're playing above, what is it, tier 5, tier 6, when those start dropping. Otherwise, the dark zones are going to be really good this week, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the stream. I just recorded uncut commentary for a video, and it's an hour long. Have fun cutting that down, Livid. Any word on the desync issue yet? Not that I've seen, unfortunately. Taynar. By the way, Logic said, using your Caduceus tipping build at shreds. Thanks for all the content. You're very welcome. Caduceus and tipping. Did I put out a build on that?
Agent is joining your team.
The one I've been using mostly is with Striker, but I think it does work very well with tipping scales as well, given the larger mag. Plus, I mean, once you get tipping involved, that's close to 100 rounds, right? So I'm sure that hits very hard. Using the Caduceus in escalation is the best thing I've used for a while. Nice. Taynar, thank you very much for the Prime sub, man. I appreciate everybody supporting already. The OG, what's up? Rogue, will we be putting out a new PvP build after the changes? Yes. I intended to already have a PvP build video out before now. I continue to want to test more things. There's so many different things to test with the balancing that's gone in. Plus, they're gonna change things even more. What did they say later this season when the skill and attribute stuff comes in? So I'm becoming more and more hesitant to like go super hard on PvP build stuff now. But in the coming, my goal is before next week there will be some kind of PvP build content out there. So yeah. It's in the works. Can you tell me what I can do to farm expertise quick? Nyan, hope I'm saying that right. My method back when I was farming expertise was to equip a build with as many non-proficient items as possible so that you can gain the passive XP while you play. Then go to countdown, set your target loot to a category you need. Let's say you need a lot of pistols. You choose that. Then while you play, make sure you have like 40, 50 slots in your bag. You pick it all up as junk as you go. And then at the end of each run, you go in, you donate all junk to get all those in, and then you rinse and repeat. You swap out the build pieces when they become proficient. You swap your target loot category when you max it out, and then you just do that process on and on. It's a bit tedious. Expertise is not the best grind for a lot of people, but that's how I went about it personally. Everybody, thank you so much for the early hype train on the Twitch side, finishing off at level 2. Much appreciated. I've added Centurions to make it usable with the RPM increase. Nice. I've never felt as creative in build making as right now for PvP. Nice. It's definitely making me think. I'm like, what could I possibly find out, or what could I find here? What synergy that people have not really used yet, or that might get stuff going. What about all the weapons? Same process for everything. And if you run into stuff that you don't own, then that's where material donation can come into play. So like if you have certain exotics that you're unable to get, you can donate materials to those, but I used the countdown method for the vast majority of my progress. Demarsh, what's going on, man? How are you today? Now that we're 20 minutes in, we can get going with stuff. Oh, I wanted to check this one thing. There we go. Cool. Any new drops today? There's not new drops, but this is the final day to get the Into the Dark launch drops, if you've yet to grab those on Twitch. Need you to do something for me? What's that? Okay, we need to... It's rating our help. I looked at a cheat sheet. I think this is just open world activities. I don't know why it says Dark Zone there for that part specifically. Any other methods that work besides Oxidizer? Ghost, I'll be honest with you, I've not played Countdown myself since the season began, so I'm not 100% sure. OG said grenades work. Landed on it, it'll auto knock it down. Okay, that could be good. Marsh redeem to go rogue. Alright, as soon as we go in the DZ, that's what I'm doing. They need to just let me do it out in the open world. Then everything would be right as rain. Pidsley, I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Come on now. Yeah, the Caduceus is quite fun. I think it's going to be my primary on my solo build for quite a while.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Doing alright myself. Nice, nice.
En route.
People saying that the Slayer works in Countdown.
Hostiles detected.
Doesn't that thing deal like no damage though? Don't tell Lucas I said that if he's not here. But maybe. Leah, what's up? How you doing today? Sorry if this has already been asked. Is there a resource farm for the expertise event then? Taynari, yeah, we put up a video on the channel this morning, if you're inclined to check that out. Both the PvE and PvP Dark Zones are quite good if you're going for exotic components. People have highlighted that Escalation is quite good if you want to get those, plus some of the optimization materials. There's a good number of ways to go about it. But I mean, also, if you just kind of generally play Open World Retaliation, I don't know, whatever you normally would, priority objectives, like, when stuff is double, you'll rack it up pretty quickly on whatever you're going for.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Plus 15 rate of fire from munitions makes it crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to max mine out. That's the only one I don't have so far.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detected. Location guarded by hostiles.
Bear, thank you so much, my guy. Happy farming to yourself. Hopefully hopefully it's a rewarding week for all, you know? But I appreciate it greatly. That should be the scout, I think. Mayhaps. It is indeed, Lojack. I can show you. I'm just trying to see. Oh, that didn't count? We need one more. This is the build right here. Yes, Maxie. It seems as though it's the Rikers Rusher specifically has the weird health boost. But I know that one's been reported, so hopefully they can get it fixed up pretty quick. Ashton, I'm doing well. My guy, how are you?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
You ever use the Heartbreaker set? I have in the past. I don't, some people like love Heartbreaker. That's not quite me, but I enjoy it from time to time. Secure the perimeter. Is this one down below?
Detecting additional hostile contact.
Alright, scout. First activity done. 4 components from that, because it's double. That's pretty nice. Then I saw it makes you go into the dark zone. Which is funny. I'm sure some people are not too happy about that. Let's go claim the control point chest. Ran DZ for a couple hours last night with a group of 10 of us just farming the extraction point. Nice. That's where I think people will find the most fun, is when you can get a lobby of people that just want to chill out and farm. Like, it's pretty fun in that sense. No, Handpick, there's a visual bug that shows you that prototype cores are doubled, but they're not part of the expertise system, so it's only materials that are a part of expertise upgrades that are doubled. All red core investors, my white whale. I've gotten very lucky with investors. I got that one, I got the quad blue. So my investor RNG is decent, but it can be pretty fun. I like it. Bimbas, it is just that. So all 4 rolls on this thing can be completely random, any color, any attribute, except for the ones they list at the bottom. So you won't see headshot damage, health, or skill repair on here. There's no mod slot on this mask. Instead, it gets a 3rd attribute. So that's just a unique thing about this item. And then for those bottom 3, so in this case, weapon handling, crit chance, crit damage, whatever color attribute you get in those 3 slots gives you the bonus listed there. So because I have 3 reds, that means I'm getting 30% crit damage on top from the talent. If I had 2 reds and a blue, it'd be 20% crit damage and 1% armor regen. That's the general idea. Soko, yes, we will be going in there to, well, we're grabbing the scout right now, but
Access granted.
I plan to go into the PvE one for a good bit to get some progress there.
Proximity coverage only. Hostile patrol detected.
This person doing the same thing as me, going to get their scout progress. That's funny. Oh wait, Demarsh did redeem a go rogue. Ghost, it's not me. It was my stream. I'm really sorry to do that to you. Blame Demarsh. Grim redeemed one as well. They're ruthless people. That's really what they are. Just kidding. Metal Shocker, what's up? I finally unlocked all the modifiers. What do you recommend running for the modifiers? Thank you for keeping the community informed on all things Division. What do I recommend? I can't show you in here. Let's take a look at it as soon as I'm back out of here. A bunch of people, Galen, Midnight, all redeemed to go rogue. Well, hopefully this is worth it. I probably should have switched to my PvP build before flagging, because currently I'm not set up for that at all. But am I out of combat? No. What happened to that guy? I thought he was right there.
Hostile high. A new agent is joining your
Oh.
team.
Well, that's awkward. That's awkward.
High threat enemy patrol detected.
Part of me thinks the Caduceus is bugged in the DZ. It's only dropping 1% healing, and although, yes, like Striker and all that gets reduced by a bit, the healing is non-existent in here. It's weird. I don't know why it feels so much lower.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
I'm just keeping you honest and making you continuously earn the rogue title. Fair enough. It's a redeem for a reason. Amari, thank you very much for the Prime on Twitch. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Appreciate it greatly. Inbound northern extraction. Well, before we finish our scout, let's just go terrorize some people, you know? Heck team, yes. I am using Investor and Caduceus on this build. PvE DZ is what I wish the open world felt like, running into random agents taking over locations. I agree. I'm hoping that's maybe what we see out of Division 3, you know? A bit more of an MMO take on Division. Oh. Hello there. My chat redeemed like 4 ago rogue, so I have to do it. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. But as we said, how did you get a sample canister cache in here? What? How's that possible? I wonder if they had it on them last night when this was still the other DZ, and then they logged off and came back this morning and still had it there. That's the only thing I can think of. 'Cause I don't think you can earn sample canisters outside of, or the caches outside of the toxic DZ. Straight apologize before you grease them. That said, I did say last week, I don't feel bad anymore taking people out in this DZ because now you have a PvE option. If you don't want the risk of PvP, you can completely avoid it. So, you know what you're doing if you come in here. That's my take. All right. Well, I didn't quite account for a billion NPCs coming after me like that. Who do you think you are? You gonna cut my rope? Oh, I'm not rogue anymore. I'm not rogue, my friend. You can try and cut it if you'd like. But yeah, if you don't want the smoke, you can go over to the PvE dark zone. This is the last one for the stream. They made me do it. Initiated. All right. What's been happening? Joji Miller coming in with a super chat on YouTube. Love your vids. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate the generosity greatly. Thank you for the kind words. What's the farm? I'm assuming exotic components from the PvE DZ. PvE DZ, or if you're okay with the PvP one, then you do get double the currency yield in here for DZ resources, which converts to twice as many exotic component caches from the vendor. You also have higher chance of getting exotic components from the DZ chests in here, and bosses can drop them. But the PvE DZ does have the guaranteed hunter source, so it's kind of a toss-up. For the stream, exactly. Like right there, we got 2 out of that crate. That's nice. BG I'm new to the game. What is the best place for farming materials like polycarbonate, electronics, or steel?
Hostile patrol detected.
Chad, what would be the best place for those? I think they tell you in the resource description. Is that right? So if you hover over these, it tells you what faction drops each one. So True Sons, Hyenas, Outcasts, all those. I would say, I mean, there's probably a bunch of ways. I know there's like open world loops for little containers, but Retaliation is a really good mode overall for a new player to get a bunch of blueprints and other materials. So if you can get a Retaliation for the faction that the resource you want drops from, so let's say you want steel, that's from the True Sons. If you can get a True Sons retail, play that. That should be a good way to knock out like multiple objectives at once. I'd say maybe aim for that.
Entering safe room.
Okay, I'm going to pick those up as junk because I forgot we actually need to give stuff to the vendor here. So, if we
Extraction called.
sell, and there we go. That's Scout 2 done. I think our last thing is an extraction, is it not? Yeah, extract it. Seeing Dark Zone scout objectives is kind of wild. So very convenient that someone just called an extraction.
Called for.
I'll just take them out and do it.
Exiting safe room.
Once again, there's a PvE Dark Zone. You can go there if you don't want people to come and kill you. Alva, doing fantastic today. How are you? What's up, Henry? New to the game. May I know what the build is? It seems to deal a lot of damage. If you type in !build in the chat, Henry, it will link you to a video that breaks this down, along with a bunch of other recommended builds I have. I am happy to show you the breakdown, though, in just a second after we complete this
Helo almost
combat
at extraction
engagement.
zone. Hostile striker drone.
There's our extraction right there.
Contaminated gear detected.
The PvE DZ was kind to me yesterday. 2 Ravenous's in the span of an hour. Nice.
Kilo's ready for pickup.
Oh. What are you doing here, sir?
Site.
What are you doing here? Thanks for some more loot.
Contaminated gear.
Bringing it straight to me. I appreciate it.
Kilo will depart in 30 seconds.
All right, Henry, let me... As soon as this rope is away, I'm happy to show you the build.
We're going in 15 seconds.
Dog zone drop has been delivered.
By the way, did we... Oh, I forgot I depleted all of these this morning. Oh, extract contaminated items. Whoops. I needed 2 more. Okay, there we go. Scout done. I'll listen to that later.
Helo is headed back.
Um,
A new agent
Henry,
is
here you
joining
go.
your
This
team.
is the build. Eagle Bear is not a requirement. It's one of the harder guns to get into the game. You can use any good high-end AR that you may like. The Catharsis is really good for the DZ. Builds up weapon damage and can cleanse statuses and heal you. Everyday Carrier for perfect efficient. I've got 2-piece of unit alloys for that.
Rogue
Again, if you're
status
new, a lot of these things might not mean much as I'm saying them, but yeah, that video will break it down along with some other options. Yarp Narp, thank you so much for the Prime resub. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got our scout done. That's wonderful. I think
A shade agent has claimed the dark zone drop.
this is kind of popping in here. I mean, I could just... Why do the work myself in the PvE Dark Zone when I can just take other people's credit in here? Does that make me a bad person? Possibly. But I got the Eagleberry yesterday. I'm really enjoying the build you made 5 months ago. Nice, Ryder. Well, I'm so glad you like it. And congrats on getting it. As we were saying, it's definitely one of the rarer drops.
Engaging landmark.
Okay, someone called an extraction. I think we're just gonna run a little gauntlet here and see how many things we can pick up. Again, all these resources are going straight to exotic component caches. Not bad, entrepreneurial. Thank you so much for giving me a creative out, Midnight. Y'all are the best. Mega Chris, what's up? Going rogue for years. Had an SMG tank build in PvP for being a rogue.
Striker drone detected.
Exploring only farm now.
Extraction helo almost within range.
Yeah, I mean, the meta has certainly shifted a bit over the years.
Control detected.
We just got a big, well, you probably know, the big rebalance they did this patch. I'm still trying to figure out what all the potential options are.
Assault turret detected.
Okay, we got 2 people up here.
System curtailed.
Oh, he almost died from that.
System back online. Hostile defender drone detected. Now detecting contaminated.
Okay, thank you, fellas. Let's take that, scrap the rest. Oh, wait, we do need 2 more contaminated things, so I'll take one of these, get rid of the rest. I'm gonna hook those. This is profit, people. This is straight profit. You got more for me?
Hostile hive detected.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Contaminated.
15 seconds, and then we go.
Again, I would feel worse if there was not the PvE Dark Zone now in the game. If you want to avoid this from happening, you can go there.
Helo is returning to base.
Priority objective available, agent.
Who's shooting? Oh, it's up here.
A shade agent has claimed the dark zone drop. Dark zone drop expired. Manhunt now in effect.
Got a quick little manhunt. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you all find this entertaining. One of my favorite things to do in the DZ is to get a manhunt and then go farm landmarks. Because it means that people will just come to you. It's great. No lie, I missed this. We'll farm in here for a bit until I get taken out, and then we'll switch over to the PvE DZ, get some season progress. Just need to keep an eye out behind me. I got the rogue skill thing from the store. I like that I have a little rogue symbol that follows me around now. Is that a player assault turret? I think it is. Why can't I see the person though? The decoy? It's a little weird. Eastern extraction. Let's go get our... Let's go collect our profits. I'm not sure what your plan was there. Livid, there's been many things happening. You see, I made a realization, which is that I could spend the time farming myself, or I could let other people farm for me, and then I just, you know, extract the profit. I don't really feel any remorse for killing people in here anymore, because there's a PvE Dark Zone, so you can just head on over there if you don't want the risk. So this is what we're doing. This is the new strategy. All right, well I got an extraction to get to. You can have fun back there. How does manhunt work? I've always been confused about it. Once you go rogue and you kill 5 people, it will then upgrade your alert status to a manhunt, and at that point the only way to clear it is to go to one of the 3 terminals marked and buy it off. Otherwise you'll have it until you die.
Hostile striker drone detected. Helo is on site. Hostile patrol detected.
What do you got for me? Better be something good. I think that person's behind me. Oh, maybe not. Wow, there's a lot of things happening right now. Okay. Grab that. Grab that.
Detecting contaminated gear.
Grab all those. Profit.
Extracting cargo.
This is what I should have made the video today. How to earn passive income in the Division 2. Chimera, how you doing?
Loading done. Ready to leave.
Helo is headed back.
Hang on, I gotta check this one thing. Ooh. That's very nice. Would you say Double Companion is still viable after the changes? Been wanting to put one together? Yes. I would say it definitely is. I've seen a few people running it. I was gonna try it out myself. Look at that, triple exotic rewards. I was gonna try it out myself, and I just haven't done it yet, but I think it very much is still viable, yeah. Video why you should stick to the PETC. Oh, they're gonna try it again? Alright, here we go.
Called.
Bring me my income. I mean, especially when it, like, you can see on the map where I am when I'm manhunt. It's no secret that I'm still here. Oh, I might die. Oh, I might die. Dang, good stuff. And see, sometimes I go too far.
Trauma detected.
GG's, fellas. Get that loot out.
Agent out of action.
Get that loot out. But I think we got what we came for. Bighorn better than EB for PvP? I would say in general, yes. Well, now that the talent got nerfed by quite a bit, could be a more even playing field. I prefer the EB, but that's entirely personal preference.
Extraction helo. Almost within range. Manhunt cleared. Rogue protocol deactivated. Safe area entered.
Okay, let's grab all of that out of here. All those resources are glorious. Actually, we can go buy some caches so y'all can see how many components you get out of here. Yes, Kazin, I showed it in the PvE DZ guide that we put out last week. It's in that video. But I also kind of want to set up a new one for the stream today. Where we can buy 2 of those. So these are really the icing on the cake for why I think the DZ is going to be really good to farm this event. Because one of these caches gives you 8 components. So, just like that, we got 16. That's quite good. I saw that while we were in there, we finished the season pass. We claim all of those. And we get our Caduceus skin. We'll check that out before we move on. Get all these exclamation marks to go away. By the way, folks, thank you so much for over 200 people watching on both platforms. I appreciate y'all. Hope you're enjoying the shenanigans as per usual. Do you have a video explaining expertise a little better? I'm still not fully understanding it. I do. It's a little bit old, but so if you can forgive my kind of squeaker voice from back in the day, I think this should outline it for you a little bit better. I just put the link in the YouTube chat. So let me know if that one helps clarify anything. If not, I'm happy to talk through it more. All right. I want to see this skin. SHD approved. So from my understanding, when you hit a crit is when the reactive parts will glow. What was I need hostage rescues, I think, for my prio objective. Am I going to have those anywhere? Probably not. Oh, look at that. Go do one right there. Fanatics, what's up? Where can I get that AR? No, not at all. Haven't played Div 2 in 6 years. Came from Destiny 2. Absolutely, it's always a big learning curve. The one I have right now is currently the Season Pass weapon. So if you buy the Premium Pass, you get a copy of it at rank 1. Otherwise, if you're just sticking to the free, I think it's at rank 69 right here. So yeah, either free or paid, you can get it on the Season Pass. And then I just put a skin onto it. It's still the same weapon, but it's just it would be the equivalent of an exotic ornament, if you will. Oh, the other one? Here, let me get this really quickly so the activity doesn't respawn. But oh, I see a glow. It's like a pulsating green. That's kind of cool. The Eagle Bear that I had on is one of the rarer items in the game, but they have made it more available. The primary way to get it still is through the Dark Hours raid, if you have anyone to play raids with. If not, Black Tusk Retaliations. Where are you running? Come on. Here, I can go back to the base and show you much easier.
Nice work, everyone.
Owe you my life, and I'll never forget that.
Let's head over here real quick. Chimera with the 5 stream streak. Why do I share this? Because you're amazing. Thank you for tuning in for 5. Hermes with the 31 months on YouTube. Because he's a legend. I'm surprised we didn't get a Don't Worry I'm Here. Unless I missed it. Oh, he said, big man. What's up, Hermes? How you doing today? So, the Eagle Bear, again, like the primary source is the Dark Hours raid. But if you go down to exotics here in the crafting bench, you can get the blueprint for nearly any exotic in the game to craft from the retaliation mode. So if you didn't, let's see, are there any that I don't have at this point? So right here, when you hover over one that you don't have, it'll tell you where it comes from. So it says has a chance to drop by eliminating kill squads during Black Tusk retaliations. If I didn't have the Eagle Bear one and I hovered over this, it would say has a chance to drop as a completion reward from Black Tusk retaliations. So retaliations is this mode up in the map. You just have to complete content enough to fill the bar for a specific faction, and then you can play that. So target Black Tusk ones, and that'll be your best chance of getting that. It's AI AR. I'm sorry. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you very much for the Prime on Twitch. I appreciate it. All right, before we go into the PvE DZ, I kind of wanted to try setting up a backfire build because I've heard from people that that is actually still pretty good this season thanks to some of the modifiers. And we know how prominent that has been in seasons past. So let me clear these out. I got my EB through the blueprint, rolled with max detox. Nice. That's a very good pull. How to get the automated defense parts? That is just a resource that drops from doing Black Tusk ones, I think, at least. Oh, maybe it's the one that's different. No, because the diamond transceivers. So automated defense parts, actually, you have to convert. If you go down to the very bottom, you can use broken shade watches to craft them. So if you take, let's say you don't need biohazardous canisters, you can do this blueprint right here to convert to the watches, then convert that into automated and craft it like that. All right. Backfire build. I need to remind myself what I ran back in. What was it? Year 7, Season 1? Because I pretty much just want to set it up that way. Plus, well, maybe I wouldn't want to set it up that way. So I did it with Striker before. Is that still how I would want to do it? Well, no, now we can run the nurse's knee pads. All right, let's figure this out here. Henry, thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate the kind words. I made a decent one. Chill out, Matador, Hunter, Killer, Nurse's knee pads, 2 improvised. Yeah, I could see that being quite good. Because Striker gives you so little now that it's probably not worth leaning into that. Matador, Hunter, Killer. I kind of want to still run Memento.
A new agent is joining your
Let's
team.
see, which specialization did I use for that? I did Firewall. But I think I'd probably prefer Gunner. You get armor back. You get the rate of fire. Could also do Investor if I want a bunch of regen. Let's try Memento, just for the fun of it. So let's put that on. Oh no, I need nurses. I'm so dumb. Postman, why am I dumb sometimes? We need nurses. Okay, that's going to give us 30. From our modifier, we will be getting 30. And from the watch, we're getting 10. So that's already 70% right there. Can you overcap on Hasbro? Right, the 30 hasn't applied because I'm not out in the world. Can you overcap? Because you get the reduction, or you get the 30% penalty. So I'd rather build to 130% so that I still have that. You can? Okay. Cool. In that case, I might go with what Postman was saying with the Matador. And then do I want the Hunter Killer? Where is that thing? Here it is. Memento feels real bad in the DZ. I know it's been reduced, but I still thought it could have some potential viability. Classic Bebo. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you very, very much for the Prime. I appreciate the support. What's targeted in DZ East? Overlord. So I could do that. I could do 3 Golan and 1 Y'all. I might go with that. That seems like it could be choice. Let's grab the Hunter Killer out. I have some good Golan pieces that I can roll with. So I could just go full. I don't even need armor regen, technically. Wow, but I'm not going to need the crit chance nearly as much. So let's go with this. And then y'all, I don't really need the health damage. But it also doesn't hurt against heavies and all that. But I also just have a good regular. Let's see. We've got a bunch of good stuff in here. We'll pull that. I think I have good Golan gloves. Yeah, those are very good. How about a Y'all holster? I'm going to need some Hasbro. I forgot about that. This is unrolled. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's pull that. I'm only using Chill Out because I don't have Hollow Man on my PC soon. Gotcha. That's fair. I think this might be the play. And then we're going to roll this for Hasbro. So we just need to plus 30 to our total. We'll still retain the watch within the PVDZ, so that's 10, 40, 50. So then I either need to roll it on pieces. Maybe I want to switch this up. I either need to roll it on pieces, or I could just run bleed resist mods. Let's switch to the backfire, which is in my stash apparently. Hello, there it is. Grumpy, thank you very much for joining up to Rogue Studios over on YouTube, my friend. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the club. You now have access to some cool badges, some emotes you can use here in the live chat or on the channel, Discord access if you want to join us over there. But thank you so much for going out of your way to support. Why is no one talking about the Ubisoft CEO? Destroyer, are you talking about one of the brothers that died in the plane crash? If so, he was not the CEO. To my understanding, he hadn't really been involved with the company in quite some time. He was still on the board, but not too involved in the current Ubisoft landscape. Very tragic, tragic thing that happened, though. Absolutely. Okay, we're at 60. If I can roll one more thing. Let's roll this to Hasbro. What is my crit chance at? There we go. 58, 117. This now gives us 140 at full stacks. Let's just give ourselves more hazard here, because why not? Pretty sure I do, Hermes. Yeah, I got it right here. Oh, is that not showing in the readouts? Hang on. 10, 20. No, it is. It is. Because that would only be 50 on its own plus the 30, so it is counting. Now when Nurses kicks in, I'll be at 110. So I need 2 more. I need 2 bleed resist mods, and then we'll be good. I'm gonna put that on. And put that on. And now just 1 crit damage and we're good. Backfire needs a base weapon damage buff. I don't know if it needs a buff. The backfire's pretty wild strong if you use it right. Yes, Lee. The umbrella icon is the nurse's knee pads. Are the canisters bugged? I'm only getting credit for half of what I turn in. Are you potentially looking at, so because of the expertise event, there's a visual bug where it shows that, like, from caches, for example, that this is giving double. So these actually only give you 30, as opposed to the 60 it's advertising. Is that potentially tripping up your calculations there? I think this is looking pretty good. I am going to put on a shield, I think. And we'll keep that because we'll run invincible. We'll keep inoculated. And I'll probably put contagion on. I think that should be pretty good. Gotta make sure we look very menacing. I'm gonna switch this to that. I do indeed, fanatics, yes. No problem, Destroyer. Yeah, was one of the, I believe he was one of the founding brothers back in the, I don't know when Ubisoft founded, 80s, 90s. And he remained on the board still, but I don't believe, at least from my understanding, from what I heard, he was not currently very involved with the company beyond his board position. Okay, let's give it a shot. Actually, do I want to, I'm full on canisters now. I might as well turn those in so we can start off fresh. Okay. See how many people are in here. You hear me out? Try the pumpkin mask underneath the shroud.
Complete.
Is that the LED one? Are you talking about this one, Hermes, or a different one? That's pretty good. I like the rogue one too, where you can just see the skull. Do canisters upgrade the active modifier? No, the active modifier just upgrades as you play. As you kill stuff and earn XP, it will passively go up. Oh, it's called Pumpkin Mask? Ah, that one. That is pretty good. That is quite good. Alright, what are we looking at in here? Dang, so we had a full one and then it ported us to an empty one? That's not cool. I hope they fix the desync in the PvE DZ soon. Have my bag is empty. Yeah.
Limited.
Alert level 1, it really put me into an empty server. Dang. I agree that it's a big issue. I hope they're able to tackle it soon. Right, so we're at 110. I got my 2 bleed resist mods. So that should say I'm at 130. Oh, it doesn't overcap, but when I get the reduction it will. Cool. Oh, we got one other person here.
Changing landmark. Contaminated gear detected.
So yeah, we'll just farm up some canisters, hang out, get some progress, get some exotic components.
Detecting additional
Should be
hostile
good.
contacts.
Correct. Right, yes, you can surge your ability with the canisters, but as far as leveling them up, that's done passively. I do see what you mean, Postman, that protection from elites could be pretty nice. Especially against the hunters. I guess I didn't think about that.
Additional hostile contacts.
That could be good. So we'll see. This might not be the final iteration of the build. I just wanted to try it out. Ooh.
Contaminated gear.
Look at that. It said you're using a backfire. Let me give you another one. Okay, well, that's pretty sweet. Got a supply drop coming in. I'm going to head that way. What's your Hasbro set at? I've got it so that I'm specifically building for bleed resistance because of the backfire. And so with my mods, that's at 130. And the reason I overcapped it is because when we reach over 200 toxicity, I get a 30% hazard protection penalty. So I want to make sure that I'm still protected once that kicks in. Yes, Postman, it's 80%.
Location guarded by heavily
I think the Liquid
armed
Engineer could be
hostiles.
a good option for the build with Perfect Bloodsucker. Yeah, for how many kills you're getting in here, I could agree. I don't know, I don't remember what Bloodsucker gets tuned to under the new balancing. That would be my only potential hesitation. But probably that would be good, yeah. I'm just gonna pop this, why not? I've got a revive half ready to go. And Aikido gave me the tip that the shield means you take no invincible damage, which is pretty nice.
Claiming DC drop.
That should do it.
So yeah, backfire might be another goat this season.
DC drop claimed by a shade
Who
agent.
was shooting me? How dare you? We can head up here, I guess. What do you mean 2x exotic components and title of the video? So for the next week, we have this expertise surge events live, and as part of that, exotic components from any source are doubled. The dark zones just happen to be a pretty good way to farm them because of how this season is set up. But you could do escalation, you could do priority objectives and deconstruct the exotics that you get. Any source of components for the next week is doubled. Delayed damage.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, Sarah, we were checking that out earlier. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why the DZs are so good for this event is because, yeah, that 8 per cash open is just too good. If you farm the balanced DZ for a bit where it gives you double currency, you're just going to be able to get those very quickly. Quite good.
Hostile sniper turret detected. Contaminated gear detected.
There's still a drop available, huh? Oh, it's way over there.
Landmark
Never mind.
has been cleared.
Jen Freeman, what's up? How do you feel about the PvE DZ now after playing it for a while? Pretty much the same way I felt at launch. I was never somebody who thought we needed this, as I'm a PvP Dark Sun player. I think the multiplayer and social sides of it are cool. The fact that there's like a collaborative 12-player space now. I think they obviously need to try and get the desync and lag issues under control. That's not good. Other stuff like the hunter griefing that's going on. But overall, I think it's fun. It's still not my favorite thing though, compared to the PvP Dark Suns.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Now detecting contaminated
Have you
gear.
made any changes to the Slayer build after the PvP updates? I'm still actively testing it. I intended to have videos out on build stuff for PvP way sooner this update, but there's just been so many changes that I'm trying to be very thorough in making sure I'm testing everything, seeing how it performs against everything else, as well as trying to keep in mind that they're going to be changing more stuff as the season goes on with like skills and attributes and all that. But yes, there are probably going to be some changes there, and I will post those as soon as I have done all my testing.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
All I play are PvP games, so the playing the PvE in this game is a breath of fresh air. It's definitely fun. 100%. I mean, I agree. I'm mostly a PvP person, but if I didn't enjoy the PvE in Div 2, I probably wouldn't still be playing the game, because it is a lot of the game.
Contaminated gear detected.
How do you think it would have been received if they kept this season in Dark Sun focus, but kept all the DZs as PvP? Oh, it would have been
Hostile patrol.
catastrophic. They should never do that, I don't think. I don't think there's ever a case where you should be forcing people into PvP in a predominantly PvE game. PvP absolutely deserves to exist and be rewarding for people who want to play it, but
Has expired.
no, they shouldn't be forcing people in there, I don't think. So I think that would have gone over quite poorly. Landmark spawned back over there. Let's see if this chest is up.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
I forgot we got that backfire right off the bat. Okay. Let's head over this way. Well, actually, those two being right next to each other is pretty good. Maybe we'll run down there.
Enemy patrol detected.
I'd skip this season if it was PvP focused. Yeah, I think you would be far from the only one, Behemoth. What's funny is that a lot of people have said that this update is still PvP focused, and I'm like, just because there's PvP changes, that doesn't mean it's the focus. The PvE Dark Zone is absolutely the focus. Rogue, what's your opinion of the Ortiz healer set? Any good? I think it's quite good in PvP because repair skills gets cut in half whenever you enter PvP environments, and so it giving you a huge healing efficiency boost is quite strong. Because then you can roll full skill haste. So like this is the setup that I've got with it for PvP. But in PvE, I think it gets outclassed by Future Initiative and Refactor and Measured Assembly. As a PvP player, do you want to see more than 12 people in a DZ? Oh, I'd love to. I don't think that last gen consoles can handle it.
Now detecting.
That's pretty much what they alluded to back in the day. Potentially you could make 16 work from what it sounds like, but I think with everything they've done now, they're probably pretty locked into 12. Can I still buy the Caduceus skin? It's not something that you can buy individually, but it's just included at the end of the season pass if you buy the premium version. So that'll be there all season. Rogue, my first engagement with you was in Div 1 at an extraction. You ripped me apart with the ladder before the devs changed it. Sinjin, I'm so sorry. I think it's hilarious singing. I think it's hilarious that you remember that. I don't understand that statement. How could old Jin handle the larger DZ, but not the smaller ones? Are you talking about compared to Div 1, Livid? I might die here. The alert level has gone up. Oh, there's some loot up there. Yes.
Extraction.
So, I mean, I can't give you the complete technical answer because I know nothing about game development and I didn't build the games, but my understanding is that when they made Division 2, they made certain visual
Detected.
enhancements. Essentially, everything is a budget, right? You have so much fidelity and stuff that you can put on screen at once and players to render before it crashes for a given piece of hardware.
Helo almost on extraction zone.
So in Division 2, we have greater character customization than we did in Div 1, with all the different dyes you can put on gear pieces and backpack trophies and all that. And while that seems minor, apparently that has a big effect on how many people can be in one place at once in terms of system strain. Geez, my whole screen just got fully green. So there's that. They also did lighting enhancements in Snowdrop for Div 2 compared to Div 1. And so that, again, is more strain that's put on hardware at any given time. And so again, my understanding was that primarily the combination of those two things reduced how many people could be in one place at once for last gen. Again, they alluded to the idea that 16 could potentially work, because I know they said they play tested that at a certain point. But I would doubt you could go much higher than 16 with how they have things set up. So a combination of greater character customization and graphical enhancements between Div 1 and 2. I need to find out where these other people are.
Serious trauma detected.
I blame the Series S. Blame the Xbox One if you're going to blame any Xbox, or the PS4. But again, when this game came out, next gen wasn't even released yet. We were still on the last gen, so. Really puts into perspective how long Div 2 has been around. What's one thing you don't want to see in Div 3? Striker. Easy answer. Leave it in the past. Alright. We have a good amount of stuff.
Mark cleared.
But why stop now when we could go for more? What's one thing you do want to see in Div 3? One thing. One thing. I guess if I can condense it into one point, like more MMO features, like having a shared open world with like world boss-esque activities, that kind of thing. Can that count as a one thing? That's always been the major drawback to games that release at the end of a console's lifespan. Yeah. Well, and unfortunately, Div 3 might end up doing the same thing. I mean, if it comes out, when are we expecting the next gen? Next year? 2028? So I mean, maybe if the next consoles come next year, then maybe Div 3 is after that. But I feel like they would still support the last ones because it's so hard to cut off those platforms so early on, you know? In terms of revenue. I don't know.
Incoming hostiles detected.
$29 to $30. I thought they went for cycles every 7 years, and these ones came out in 2020. But maybe there's been news on that and I'm out of the loop.
A new agent is joining your team. Extraction called.
I just heard a skill get set up somewhere near me. There it is.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Good lord, we tank it all. We tank it all. Thank you for the help at the last second.
Landmark has been cleared. Helo is on
Oh,
site.
everybody's pulling up. If y'all want to extract, I've got a flare. Epic with the Prime resub. What's up, man? How you doing today? Thank you so much for resubbing.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Have you heard the possible prices for the PS6? I've not.
Hostile patrol detected.
You want to extract with me?
Helo is headed back. Enemy patrol detected.
Come this way. I want more hunters, more components. Fellas. The Steam machine is 1K for... Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunately, that's just... Component costs are getting driven up like crazy right now. It sucks. You're violating for no striker in Div 3? I'm sorry, Henry. Hate me if you will. That's okay. I just think it's too...
On the way.
Extraction called for.
Beyond the fact that I would hope we see some new sets and stuff there, I just think it's too...
System restored. Hostile blinder firefly.
too simple to be balanced well, if that makes sense. Like, unless they made the downside back where you miss shots, or you lose stacks when you miss shots, which they should have now anyway. But it's just tough to have it work right in the sandbox, I think. All right, well this is a pretty good haul. We'll get that out. We'll cleanse. We'll go again.
Arrived.
Extraction begun.
Can the Bullet King be used with a shield? It cannot. LMGs cannot be used with the Crusader shield. Alright, don't have to guard the rope. Let's go to the checkpoint. What's up, Lady Boss? Absolutely. Let me... Well, I can just show you right here. We've got the backfire. We're overcapping on hazard protection to ensure that we're still protected from the bleed when we get the penalty from toxicity. But I've got 3 Golem, perfect Intimidate, perfect Adrenaline Rush, the Nurse's knee pads, 1 Yawl. So overall just going for, yeah, a lot of hazard, and then some regen, some crit. That's the goal.
Helo is returning to base.
Midnight, the Crossroads trilogy in particular, so Recruited, Compromised, and Hunted. Those ones are fantastic.
Detected.
Those are the ones I recommend most to anybody. They loosely tie into the current and ongoing Division 2 story, and they're just really, really well written. Very approachable. What do you think Rogue Agent Gold is up to at this point in the lore? Apparently he's dead. Spoilers, sorry. Yikes. That's what Thomas says. I tried to push back. I'm like, it's open-ended, right? And he was like, sure. So, I don't know. I hope he's still out there. That was still one of the coolest things, man. I can't believe that is actually a real canonized thing.
Hostile Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Well, sorry, Midnight. I won't spoil if you're going to read them, but another reason to potentially read the Crossroads series. Oh, I see what you mean, Hermes. You mean like right now in this timeline? I don't know, probably out
Range limited. Proximity
taking people out,
only.
eliminating some shade agents. I would assume he was probably caught up in the Keener propaganda before that all went down.
Contaminated gear detected.
No one checked the body, so he's still alive in my book. That was my thought. You don't actually see or read anything about him dying. He just like dives behind dives behind the bar when he's gravely injured. So I don't know. Seems a little open-ended to me.
Contaminated gear.
But I think, hopefully,
Landmark engaged.
I don't get in trouble for saying this, but Thomas told me that he was instructed to kill off all of the rogues that show up. So I think that's what he was supposed to do, but maybe it was left a little bit more open-ended than Yubi would have wanted.
Contaminated gear detected.
Can't wait for the new incursion, since it showed up in the trailer. It wasn't dropping at season launch. They did confirm in the dev stream that it would be coming later in the season. But yeah, it's coming up in the next, 8 weeks at most. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. I thoroughly enjoyed Paradise Lost. Looking forward to seeing what they do for the next iteration.
Hostile patrol detected.
Dang, we're at alert level 4. This DZ is completely full. Where are these people? I need to be farming with them.
Additional hostile contacts.
Are they all up there? I'll make my way that way after we finish this one. Hello? I was following the wrong ping.
Vital signs critical. Extraction called.
Shoot.
Agent out of action. Agent deceased.
What? My hive didn't get me? It's sad.
Entering safe area.
Between the desync and the debuffs and alert level 4, I need to find the other people in here.
Extraction helo. Almost within range. Engaging landmark. Hostile patrol detected. Now detecting contaminated gear. Helo is on site. Contaminated gear retrieved.
Oh my goodness. He's taking no damage.
Agent down.
Bruh. Is that just some modifier I'm unaware of, or was that genuine desync?
Hilo is headed back.
Look at this. Oh man, that's bad. This is just not taking damage at all. Okay, now he's taking some. Ooh, another exotic.
Gear detected.
Sheesh, though, that's crazy. Okay, we need to find these other people.
Plane with dark zone drop.
Okay, it seems like some are up here.
Cleared.
Even if it's like just 2 or 3 others, I need to link up. 2 extractions going off. I bet people are going to go for the supply drops. That could be an easy way to link up.
Extraction called. Hilo almost.
Lee and I were having issues yesterday with enemies not taking damage.
Arrived.
I think it's all just part of the desync, unfortunately. I've completely prototyped my Warlock. Nice. How's it performing? How's it doing? Oh, that's cool. You can see the supply drop plane way up there. Yeah, I'm just gonna head this way and hope that people show up. Cheers, Livid. Thank you for
Dark zone
being in
drop.
here and chatting and hanging out as always. It's appreciated. Have a good rest. I need a nap myself this afternoon. Running off of a low sleep. But take care. By the way, folks, thank you all so much for still being here and hanging out. We still got well over 200 strong on both platforms. We had 100 likes on YouTube. It's very much appreciated.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Hostile Mender Seeker mine.
All right, I see other people. There's hope. Let me join you. Oh, dang. You got taken off of it by an oxidizer. That was really tragic. Didn't even have a chance to save him. I'm just gonna pop Invincible and go for it. I got my Revive Hive.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Alright, come on up here, friend. We'll both get it.
Detected. Location guarded by heavily armed hostiles.
Will they do anything about loot stealing in the PvE?
Easy drop claimed.
I don't know. They've talked about looking at the hunter griefing part of it, but not the loot pile specifically. I mean, that's kind of just part of the DZ. You know, you want a PvE DZ or loot drops on the ground. I think there's probably a better approach they could take with it being like maybe just part of it drops or you have a time to retrieve it or something. I don't know, but that is part of the risk of the DZ. Right. You're my friend now. We stick together. No, where'd you go? Keep up, man. Don't scare me like that.
Extraction called for.
Gonna blow some heads off.
This is it. Grenade!
No fucking way.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Heavily armed hostiles guarding location nearby. Contaminated gear detected. Extraction helo.
There we go.
Helo is on site. Claiming DZ drop. Now detecting contaminated gear.
I still think they should bring back the Thieves' Den. Yeah, it was a cool part of the DZ. I don't know if that original system necessarily worked the best, but there are absolutely other ways they could do it.
Grenade in the air! Boys won't save you now!
Contaminated gear.
Oh, he opened the chest. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. That was one of the best changes they made. Because it wasn't like that on the PTS where these were shared. I think things would have gone over even worse for this reception-wise had the loot from those chests and the supply drops not be shared. Lentil the boy, thank you very much for the kind words and well wishes. And for stopping by, I appreciate it.
Helo
Hope you
is
have a
headed
wonderful
back.
rest of your day. Where'd he go? We got a landmark over here. If you want to do it. Have you ever considered doing a seasons tier list? I have. And it may very well be something we do someday. Yeah, definitely. It would definitely be interesting to see what people rank
Contaminated gear.
higher. Like I've been very surprised personally by some of the reception to this season. Not in terms of the things that I think most of us agree could be improved, like the audio and visual feedback in here, the hunter creeping, like that kind of stuff certainly needs to get fixed up. But I've seen a lot of people saying that this is like the
Detecting additional
laziest,
contacts.
lowest effort season that the team has done. Whereas I'm like, has there ever been a season before where we had like an actual season limited dedicated activity like the PvEDZ? I understand it might not be everyone's favorite, but I just don't know if lazy and low effort can necessarily be prescribed when we've, you know, a lot of seasons back in the day were like log in,
Hostiles detected.
do a control point every 4 weeks, and that's about it. So compared to those days,
Detecting contaminated gear.
I feel like we're doing a lot better. Died again, thank you so much for the raid, man. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good one. What were you doing today on stream? What's the build? I will be happy to show you as soon as we clear this. Like right now it's just full ringing in my ears of the of the audio thing. That kind of stuff absolutely should get tuned up. Jeez, he deals a lot of damage.
Helo is returning to base.
Deals a lot of damage and takes none. There we go.
Hostiles guarding location
This is the
nearby.
build right here.
Now detecting
We're building for
contaminated
over cap on hazard protection so that when we get the toxicity penalty, we're still at 100% for the backfire bleed. 3-piece Golem, Matador, 1 Y'all, Nurse's knee pads, all armor, crit, hazard, and regen. Back up to alert level 4. We need to head this way. I think there's a lot of people in that corner of the zone. Seemingly too high effort for what it's worth. Too much errata writing, not enough oomph.
Dark zone drop expired.
I don't know if I fully know what you mean, Chimera.
Extraction helo almost within range.
I played Escalation for the first time this season, and man, they made it really easy now.
Helo is on site.
Yeah, I mean, mostly it's just anchor, right? Plus status builds are better now. It's definitely easier, for sure. I do really miss my Blackout Pulse from last season's modifiers. Like, it became such habit for me to pop that to freeze them all. And so I died a couple of times off of that, but yeah. Needlessly complex, overdone for what should be simple. Gotcha. Alright, anyone still up here? I'm trying to find where the people are at.
A new agent is joining your team.
Crossbow Jeffrey, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime, my friend. Appreciate the support. Also, Narsel, I'm so sorry I missed 5 minutes ago your 5-stream streak. Thank you for continuing to tune in, man. Ah, here's some people. Where to, my friends? I follow you. I would like people to do the farming work for me. Just kidding. Oh. Wait, what is this? Is this a hunter decoy that didn't despawn? That's kind of freaky. Just a hunter ghost lingering. Alright, I don't know what y'all are doing. You want to go to this landmark? I found the people and now they just want to stand here. Unfortunate. Let's go up here. There's a landmark right next to us. Oh, that guy just despawned. Alright, I should have just kept farming on my own. Always watch your videos. They've been a huge help. Good to catch it live. Thank you, man. I'm very glad to hear the videos have helped out. I try. Sometimes I worry that I get to wordy and whatnot, but that's very reassuring to hear. Someone leave me some loot back here. They did indeed.
Serious trauma detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Ooh, they broke my shield through invincible.
Immediate medical
Yeah, that was
assistance
a lot of damage I was taking on. I just wish I didn't have to exit for the reset. Yes, that is definitely
extraction zone.
a point that I wish was different.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Helo arrived.
Backup has arrived.
Detonated gear detected. Vital signs critical.
Dang it.
Agent incapacitated.
Careful, man. We might both be dying here. Ooh. Good save, thank you.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Landmark cleared. Helo is returning to base.
Late but still made it. The Division 2 GOATs. Brad, you're too kind, my guy. How are you today? I noticed a bug where it won't let me hold more than 60 canisters when trying to buy ammo from the season vendor. Oh, wait! Don't kill the hunter! I want my exotic. I didn't know you were going to go do that. We're only 60 canisters when trying to buy ammo from the season vendor. I don't know if I've heard of that one, Alomar.
Hostile restore hive detected.
No! They got him. I'll avenge you. Will the hunter still be here? Oh, he had an exotic.
Extraction helo. Almost.
Chat, what do I do? Do I take it? Is that wrong? Oh!
Serious trauma
Unless I'm about to get murked by this guy. We'll have a revive hive.
Helo is on site. Contaminated gear detected.
Do I leave that? Do I take it? It's double components right now. No, he did revive me in the landmark. That would be pretty. Dang, he had 2 golds in that. If he's not back with like 15 seconds to go. There we go. He can have it. He revived me in the landmark. It's only fair.
30
Okay, is
seconds
this all
until
set?
departure.
Yes, it is. The entire chat said steal it.
Extraction
You guys are
initiated.
terrible people. I'm kidding. If we were in the PvP Dark Zone, I absolutely would have. I can finally craft the Eagle Bear. Nice. Did you get the blueprint? It's definitely far easier now than it has been in past years. Yes, I'm a terrible person. What's up, Chris? Oh, you said I opened the stream and Rogue was scrolling around. Of course. That's when you opened it up. I think you just have a sixth sense. You're like, oh, Rogue's about to humiliate himself on stream. Time to tune in. I said nothing. Sith, you're excluded from prior comments. Hermes, what did you say? Let me find it. You've killed so many hunters that you begin to see them everywhere, haunted by the lingering spirits of the angry and the damned, or maybe it's just the guilt.
Detecting additional hostile.
Well, I wouldn't feel guilty for taking out hunters, because they're bad dudes. But I do like the idea that they're just haunting me. Is there a division map that shows where all the landmark caches are? I am sure that there is. I don't know what it would be called though. If you just want a general rule of thumb, there is a DZ chest at every single landmark location.
Now detecting
You might have to search for a minute to find it, but there is always going to be one there.
contaminated gear detected.
Trying to hit from the side.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Landmark has been cleared.
Oh, we got a large cache. Nice. Hey, you want to farm together? We can go right here. Another northern extract, eh?
Extraction called. Detecting high threat.
Where'd you go? Everyone's always just disappearing. Just when I think they're behind me. I assume he's running back this way. We can go hook our large canister. That's not going to be a bad play. Chris, you're on vacation and you're still watching?
Extraction zone.
I appreciate it.
Helo arrived.
Oh, where were these guys the whole time? Hang on a minute. I want to farm with you all. I'll follow your guys' lead. I want like 8 hunters to spawn when we extract. Just kidding, it can only be 4, but this is the posse I was looking for ever since I saw there was a lot of people in here.
Hilo is returning to base.
Michael, what's up, man? Welcome in. We going right here?
Engaging landmark. Incoming hostiles detected.
I'm thinking of using your Dark Zone PvP build for the PvE DZ. Do you think that would work? I don't know if I would recommend it. It doesn't quite have the sustained damage or damage ramp up that you kind of want in here, and the survivability options are a little bit low, which, to be fair, is also true with like the ongoing directed build that I used in the guide video. It's just not really made for... It can handle challenging level adds, which is what the PvP DZs have. But once you start getting the scaling in and the modifiers and everything else and the hunters, it's not quite built for that. That's not to say I don't think you would have any success, but it might just be a little tougher than other builds.
Detecting contaminated gear. Landmark cleared.
Hermes, you came up with that all on your own? It sounds awfully similar to an idea I had. I actually don't even know if I came up with that. I may have heard it from someone else, but I've been parroting it for so long now that I've taken ownership. But yeah, I still think that mode would be really, really cool to see. Where are we going, team? I'm with you all now. We got someone running down this way. I don't quite know why. Oh, extraction maybe? It seems like the group kind of fell apart, which is a shame. Are you rocking the new knee pads? Yes, I am right now. They're quite good for getting full protection on backfire. Well, that's a shame. Everyone dipped out. Maybe we go back to the... Oh, I see one of the extraction point. Maybe we go back to the base and
Extraction called for.
get all of our stuff there. I will
System curtailed.
get this hunter drop. Oh, if I can get a shot on him before he dies.
System activated.
Wait! Don't kill him yet. That's a player. There we go. Got it.
Needed gear detected.
Just gonna scoop those 2 components. Somebody took themselves out in the kill feed. That's pretty funny.
Extraction helo almost within range.
A rogue squadron, if you will. There you go. Hermes with a fantastic for me.
Helo is on site.
Say it again. I've been running PFE and the DZ with Heartbreaker. Yeah, that's a solid one. I've seen people run that for even like climax missions and stuff, so 100% that can be pretty good. Tomako, hello. How's the exotic parts collection going? I don't usually go in the dark zone. It's going pretty well. We're about to... Well, we bought a bunch earlier through the caches. I don't know how many we've saved up now. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Wonderful to see you. How much cache space do we have? Okay, let's take all of that back to the base. Traxer, what's up, man? I'm having a great day indeed. How are you? Alright, do we have 90? We do. Trade those in. Now, we get to do a bunch of math. This is 60. Don't look at the values on there, it's misleading. Oh, we might get it right here. Maybe. We're close. Okay, we need 3 of these. No, I think we're going to be just short. $30, $45, $60, $75, $90. No, we're like, I guess 2. We're 2 away. So close. But that was pretty good progress. Sitting at 165 components. Can you show the tipping scales build? I don't think I have tipping scales saved currently. Are you talking about like the one with the M60? Because that is in the exclamation point build video. If your secondary sidearm has an augment, do you have to have the weapon out to receive the buff? Yes. It only counts for whatever's actively in your hand, Hermes. So you can have 7 augments active at one time. Matt Kane with the with the tier 1 gift going to Midnight. Thank you very much, Matt. That's very kind. He said no ads for you. Midnight, welcome to the crew. Appreciate you shouting Matt out in the chat. Matt, thank you for being a legend as you always are. By the way, A2 2 minutes ago with a 10 stream streak. Said I almost missed the stream because of life. Well, that's a very fair reason. How y'all doing on this fine day? I'm doing amazing. I hope you are too. Excuse me. Hey, Ro, can you go over DZ perks? I don't think anyone has touched the topic. Might be a good video for you. If you mean here in the stream, yes, as you rank up your DZ level, you can visit the Dark Zone officer up here and get various Dark Zone perks, including additional bag space, which is nice for farming. But yeah, I should have included this in the PvE DZ guide. I honestly forgot to. But yeah, this is worth being aware of for sure. I had a question as a newish player. How do you manage mods? Feel like I'm getting close to the cap pretty often. I think the auto deconstruct works, yeah. It'll just be like if you have I'm trying to remember how it works. I think it's like if you have something, because it's skill mods. So if you have something, let's say I have the 7% duration sticky bomb mod. If I get something that's the same or lower than this, it'll just deconstruct it because there's no way that you could use those anyway. If that makes sense. You can only have one in the slot. Chat, let me very quickly do this. I'm getting some support to go back in the PvP DZ for the last bit of the stream. There we go. So yeah, I would say turn on that so that it can auto manage your skill mods. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of good tips for managing. I've just had maxed out mods for so long that I don't really need to look at them as they drop or keep very many of them because I have what I need. But I would say turn on the skill mods and then just try and be on top of it, really. You're saying auto deconstruct will only deconstruct skill mods that are lower than what you have? Yes, it should be. How do you get DZ exclusive prototype? They should just be in the escalation pool, or you can upgrade them through the proto lab. I'm gonna be for real. You brought me back into this game. Loving it once again. Much appreciated. Keep up the good work. Brady Bell, thank you so much. And that's very lovely to hear. Happy to have you here in the game. Any theories from the current season or the mysterious figure from the classified assignment? Honestly, not really, man. I've been a little disconnected from the lore recently. I don't think it's progressing very satisfyingly, if you will. So I honestly don't. I'm just kind of I'm most interested in the classified assignment thread, but I'm just kind of waiting to see where it goes. Sorry if this is an obvious question, but is the 40% damage from all sources from Contagion basically a flat 40% damage buff? I think so. logic. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. All right, you there? I'm fast traveling over. All right, chat. We're gonna hit DZ West for the last bit of the stream here. That's the plan.
Access granted.
We'll see what we get into. I'm coming up to you. There's a landmark right there. Oh, and then you fast travel to me. Just going up there.
Reception limited. Proximity coverage only.
Hermes, thank you as always, man, for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your day, man. Get some rest. Take care of yourself.
Can't see any hostiles.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Leonardo, what's up, man? Great to see you. We have just been checking out the Expertise Surge event, trying to get some good farming, some good materials.
An agent
It's been going all right. Gotta riz the teammate. So yeah, how you doing? So I'm thinking, I know a lot of people were asking earlier if there's an update to the Slayer build. This is what I'm testing right now, and we'll see. I'm liking it a good bit, but I want to be very, very thorough before I make any proclamations. Be sure you're saving all the currency you get for the doubled exotic components. I'm gonna see if the chests are up down here. Can't wait to get home and get pummeled in the DZ. Reaper, I have faith in you. Even if you don't, I do. But yeah, we're just gonna run around in here for a few and mess around, and then I gotta unfortunately go before too long. But we'll see what we can get up to.
Initiating rogue protocol.
Glad one of us does. I got you, man. I got you.
Contaminated gear detected.
Where? Oh, he's going back. Oh! He just despawned. He went backwards and then he despawned. Atago? Feel free to correct me. How you doing? Hello? Well, that was awkward.
Hostile hive detected.
Always got a revive hive. I went to mute my mic. Or unmute my mic. And he got himself back up. Awkward timing given we were already rogue. You said it right the first time? Gotcha. Welcome in.
Detecting contaminated gear. Contaminated gear detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Now detecting contaminated gear. Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, I'm sorry, Metal. What do you edit your videos with? Premiere Pro. I do that and thumbnails in Photoshop, so everything in the Adobe suite.
Contaminated gear detected.
We got a component from that guy, so we got two. Very nice.
Landmark cleared.
Just about hit expertise 30. Hype, nice. Good stuff, man.
Landmark engaged. Rogue protocol deactivated. Rogue protocol initiated. Now detecting contaminated gear. Incoming hostiles detected. Rogue status removed. Contaminated gear detected.
We just lost one of ours.
Extraction called.
Do we want to try and run all the way up there? It's far. This is about the only place that I won't run there from because I don't know if we'd really get there in time. Keep an eye out for more. Lee, I don't know if you were saying that to inform chat or inform myself, but correct. You can get 8 components at the DZ vendor for 120. It's a very good deal while the event is on this week. That's why I think the Dark Zone is going to be one of the best exotic component farms. You'll get to run from us.
Extraction zone. Now
Or my
detecting
teammate. I don't think I'd
contaminated gear.
hit one shot on that guy.
Landmark has been cleared. Helo arrived.
I'm just going to get the gauntlet of landmarks on the right side here. I haven't seen you use the Sheriff Exotic Shoddy. Do you have any use for it? I've been meaning to incorporate it more into stuff. I really enjoyed running around with it when it first came out. But I haven't used it a ton since then. I know a lot of people have been using it with Striker recently, though. So I'd like to, as I said, start using it more because I think it's fun. So we do have a build video for it on the channel if you want to check it out. I think if you just search up Rogue Gold Sheriff, it should pop up. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people have been using it with Striker, Overdog's kind of the general Striker setup.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
The video you posted on YouTube for Breaking Point with the Ravenous. Tried it and fell in love with it. Haven't ran any build after that. Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Breaking Point, you know, it's one of those sets, and I mean just rifles in general. They're not bad. They're not absolute meta compared to, like, Striker and other stuff, but if that's what you enjoy running, you can absolutely find value with it. So I'm glad you like it.
Incoming hostiles detected. Hostile hive detected. Now detecting contaminated gear.
Another 2 components. Yeah, pulse from somewhere. I'm gonna check the nearby. Nobody.
Landmark cleared.
Weird. The Caduceus is so cool on Striker. Yeah, it's pretty fun. What's your
Threat enemy patrol.
specific setup with it, Blazin? Did you get that cube backpack charm? Unfortunately, it's not obtainable now. It was a reward for a league? Yeah, a league way back in Seasons 1.0 when we used to have those. So yeah, sadly you can't get it now.
Can't get shot at. Enemies on my flank.
Incoming hostiles detected.
We got another player over there.
Contaminated gear.
Component.
I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
So far, he's got no bag on him. Otherwise, I'd insta flag. What's its sensitivity do you play on? I believe I have it maxed out on both sliders. I'm on controller, and so maxed out for aim and what is it? Aim and look or whatever. But yeah, maxed out on both. Dang. All those explosions. Oh, we got 2 people here now.
Detonated gear detected. Landmark cleared.
You want to extract? I've got a lot of resources on me. And then we can flag if you want for the fun of it, and then I probably gotta go. I miss leagues. Low intensity speed runs are great. I personally,
Nearby agent has gone rogue.
yeah. I personally never
Detected.
really cared for them, but I know a lot of people did, so it's too bad that those who did miss out on them now. I'm just gonna go call it. Can dance around. Oh, he's down.
Rogue agent neutralized nearby.
Chopper inbound.
Extraction called for.
Why is it telling me that the... That's weird. Can everyone on Twitch and YouTube still hear me and see the broadcast? It's telling me that... Oh, there we go. I think the YouTube chat just had a hiccup. It said you have to have an active live stream to see chat. I'm like, I do. Okay, thank you all for confirming. I think we're good now. It says it's reconnected. Like, I went rogue somewhere. I don't know where. No, we can't hear you. No! How could this happen? Thank you, Reaper, for confirming on YouTube.
Extraction helo almost within range.
Helo in place.
Helo is on site. Detecting contaminated gear.
Oh, one last loot drop.
Extraction begun.
Nice. Well, chat, that was a pretty tame last stint in the PvP DZ.
Left. Defend fleet.
Excuse me, I had a huge air pocket as soon as I said that. But I think we're gonna call it there. I've got some stuff I have to get to this afternoon,
Second.
so I'm gonna go get ready for that. But yeah, we'll head back to the checkpoint. I think we can buy one more. Yeah, we can buy one more exotic components cache. We'll do that quickly before we sign off. Whatever happened to them changing the referral rewards? Or is it permanently gone? What do you mean, OG? What are you referring to?
Returning to base.
Because they did swap them out. They first like refreshed the program in November 24, and then they refreshed it this last November. Remember the Stinger Hunter? I believe it's still in there. Didn't they put it in the shop too? Trying to remember if they did. Here it is. Yeah, it's in the shop if you want to get it that way.
Exiting dog zone.
Can you make some DZ build videos trying to learn the differences in crafting for PvP versus PvE? 100%. It is my top priority right now for videos to get out for the new season. I'm just trying to do a lot of testing with the new meta to make sure I'm giving good recommendations. But yes, those will be coming up very soon.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Access
Let me
complete.
grab the components. Everything but the timepiece. I know that's the one that people really want. I'm sure someday they will release it. They know how much people want it.
Good doing business with you.
They need to let us buy the timepiece. It'd be like the most popular selling item ever in the shop. Well, there we go. There we go, people. Got a good amount of components. We got our rank 100 Canusius skin. Got the scout done. Got a lot of progress. Fun stream. Love this community. Thank you very much, Metal. I hope you're feeling better. What gloves are those? Are you talking cosmetic or gear? I've got Cheska gloves here. But the cosmetic ones are the ward gloves. Yeah, thank you so much, as always, for hanging out and being here. I appreciate you. We had some awesome turnout today across YouTube and Twitch. Again, Expertise Surge is live for the next week. If you want to take advantage of that, get your double drops. I hope everyone on Twitch who needed some final drops progress was able to get that going. That's live for another 3 hours, I think, if you need to tune into another channel and do that. But yeah, stay tuned for more videos coming soon. I'll be back live on Thursday. And otherwise, we'll just keep doing what we're doing. So, much love, folks. As always, thank you so much for the support. And I will see you soon. Until then, Rogue Gold out.